Captain, I'm receiving a call from Coalition headquarters.
Who is it?
Supervisor Thompson.
Take a message.
He says it's urgent.
I'm sure it is. Take a message.
He's threatening to fire me if I don't put him through.
He's bluffing, Sardimus. Don't put him through.
I'm putting him through.
Do not put him through.
He's through.
Don't.
Teague!
Hey, Bob.
What the hell are you doing to me, Ron?
Just trying to complete the mission, sir.
Oh, are ya? 'Cause you're 22 million miles off course. Haven't sent me a shipment in what? Oh, 6 months?
Yeah, Bob, we're just a little behind. Not a big deal. Just relax. You'll get your shipment, all right?
Because I gotta tell you, I'm hearing these crazy rumors that you're trying to arm the ship with nuclear assault weapons. That's what you're attempting to do? You're a non-military rock-collecting ship, Ron. Why would you try and do that?
Bob, it's me, Ron. We are collecting moon rocks and we're sending them home. That's all that's going on here, man.
Well, then why are you refusing all of our attempts to communicate with you?
We're not.
Yes, you are. I sent an inspector up there. He's desperately trying to contact you.
Bob, we have not heard from any inspector. I'm sorry, maybe he's out of our range or something, but we have not heard from him.
He has been sitting outside your bay door for the last 3 days, and he is running out of oxygen. Let the poor man on the ship, because he is begging me for permission to fire on you.
You know what, Bob? I think we're going around a moon. So
There's no moon where you are. There's no moon
We're going
where you
around.
are.
Call you back. I'm going to call you back, Bob. Cobalt, are defense shields activated yet?
No, sir, not yet.
So this little bastard can actually fire on us, huh?
Oh, most definitely, sir.
Hello and welcome to Piloting Error, the podcast about unloved and unhinged pilots. I'm Joe Young. With me, once again, floating in the void of space, choking for air, and rapidly freezing to death. It's Stuart. Stuart, how's it going?
Hello. 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 Hello.
You're clipping.
Hello. I'm clipping.
Yeah, you were clipping when you were singing. I don't know.
Oh no. I hope that I'll fix it in the edit.
Fix it in post. And we have a very special guest today from Who the Fuck Knows with Emily Rose. It's Emily Rose. How's it going, Emily?
Hi guys, it's going well. Stu, I thought you were doing the clipping thing on purpose for dramatic effect. So I was captivated by it actually.
Like he's actually in space choking for air and rapidly freezing to death.
Right.
Speaking of floating through space and choking, we're going to be watching Boldly Going Nowhere.
This is a really special one.
Yeah, did you like this one?
I can't believe that this is just floating out there unaired on television in any way. It's fucking crazy.
It really is. I was turned on to the pilot through the It's Always Sunny podcast. And I think it was the episode that they had David Hornsby on. And for some reason, I didn't click with them when they said, oh, we're going to put it on YouTube. And months went by, only for me to figure out they did post it on YouTube. And I think it had been posted before that because there's a bunch of different versions out there with various levels of sound or whatever. Anyway, that's not the point. Did I like it? Yes, I liked it very much. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't get picked up.
Same exact thing. It's very rare for us to watch something on this show that I'm like almost blown away by how fucking funny it is.
Yeah.
And it's like laugh out loud funny.
Yes.
And they focus on a lot of the smaller character actors from Sunny,
Yeah.
which I absolutely love. It's not just the Mac, Charlie, and Dennis show.
Right.
It comes off to me like if they're trying to parody Star Trek. I mean, that's what the title is taken from, the Star Trek beginning.
Right.
These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
But they don't really know what Star Trek is about. They know there's a holodeck, they know there's a robot, they know there's a guy that sits in a big chair surrounded by other people in computer terminals.
Right.
And that's about it. I read through a lot of the comments on YouTube. I saw people comparing it to this show from the 70s called Quark. saw a lot of people comparing it to the Orville.
The fact that the Orville got as much play as it did, and this didn't, actually kind of ticks me off.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Orville, but in the Orville there actually are explorers, and in this one they just want to be explorers for some reason. There's tons of Always Sunny actors in this.
And a lot of soon-to-be Veep actors. There's, believe, 3 of them.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, on HBO. So Lennon Parham, who plays Joyce, she comes in as Selena's best friend. She's like a very annoying character later on in the series.
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm Karen Collins, the president's new senior advisor. My specialty, common sense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tony Hale, of course.
I didn't even put that together, but yeah, Veep is a great show.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since I've watched it, but
God, I love Veep.
fantastic. Tony Hale is ridiculous.
Oh, for sure.
Woo! I'm sorry, Mama. Bunny is late for middle school. I'll see you later.
A lot of times, these pilots, we don't have the history or anything like that, but we kind of have everything. It's very well documented on Wikipedia, the God's Honest Truth.
Yeah.
Pitched by Adam Stein to the Always Sunny guys during the 3rd season post-production of Always Sunny, and then they worked on it during the writer's strike in 2008, and then they shot it in October 2008.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I don't watch a whole lot of pilots. I'm assuming you all do.
We have to.
Yeah, unfortunately. Contractually obligated.
I mean, like, I guess you do. I'm like kind of surprised at how well fleshed out this is. Is that most of what you all watch, or is this a particularly higher quality, or what?
This is higher quality as far as just the content itself. A lot of the pilots that we watch, I mean, they do dump a lot of money into making these pilots. So, like, the production value can be pretty high. I mean,
I think often the first episode of a show, they'll spend more money on that than any other episode.
I guess that makes sense.
You'll often get high production value, but then like the story is terrible, the idea is terrible, you know, everything else about it is it's bizarre and strange. But there usually really are really high production value as compared to just like watching a bad movie or something where nobody knows what they're doing.
Right.
And they usually have like
right.
big actors, which is odd usually to see like an actor doing something so strange.
It's higher quality content, I would say. I mean,
cool.
Better written.
Like,
it's actually funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Very.
A lot of stuff that we watch, I think my criticism of a lot of it is just, God, this is so boring. Like a fucking 3-year-old. I'm bored, mommy. I'm bored.
Every comment I read was positive. I could not find a negative comment. And I want to invite Emily, our guest, if you could read this. This is from Dr. Beeblebrox.
Dr. Beeblebrox.
Dr. Beeblebrox 7443. This is a typical comment from Boldly Going Nowhere on YouTube.
We got a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fan over here.
Okay. Dr. Beeblebrox 7443 said, "How did this show not get picked up? Pilot episodes are never as good as the rest of the series because the writers need time to figure out the cast strengths and so on. But Boldly Going Nowhere is already so good, it's legitimately hilarious, and I mean big laughs, not chuckles. Characters are all distinct and likable enough that you want to see more of them, even if they're clearly not good people, and interesting."
Stu, you forgot to expand that comment.
It says read more.
I could expand it, but I feel like we pretty much got the gist of it.
Just the vibe.
We understand what Dr. Beeblebrox 7443 was going for 1 year ago today.
This is the real cliffhanger, not the pilot.
Yeah.
This is the cliffhanger.
You want to know more?
Universally, I could not find a single person complaining about it at all anywhere on the internet, which is also wild.
It's very rare to see somebody not like It's Always Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't think I've ever laughed harder at something than episode 2 of season 1, the abortion episode.
Fresh air, have a seat, sit down. Fresh air.
Suck.
You suck, all right? Breathe it in. Fresh air.
Suck. You have an ugly
You
face.
suck. You have an ugly face, okay? All you do is you try and push people's buttons all the time to get in their head, and you drive them crazy. Maybe that's why you don't have a dad anymore.
Oh
You
my
ever-
God. What are you doing? I'm drunk. He's drunk?
He's not drunk.
I am drunk.
You're not drunk.
He sounds drunk. I am drunk.
You're not drunk. Stop saying that. He's fine.
In my doing research yesterday, I found another podcast that covers pilot shows. And they did an episode, and they were not fans of this pilot.
Are you shitting me?
And so
that's why we're the Superior Pilot Podcast.
Truly, because I mean, they weren't totally shitting on it, but they were definitely cynical. And there were some points that they made, I was like, okay. But for the time, for it being a pilot, I was chuckling like Beeble Blocks over here.
We'll have to get those guys on.
So I was worried that I would come into a bunch of haters, but I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Oh, I'm glad that we disappointed in this case.
Yes.
You know, my wife will start out watching some of these pilots with me, and this is one of the only ones I can remember where she actually sat through and paid attention to the entire thing without completely checking out. She was like, this is the best thing you guys have covered.
Right.
Brienne was the opposite.
I hated it. I hated it.
Really?
Damn.
What the fuck? Brienne?
That's hilarious, dude.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
That's grounds for divorce.
But I can watch and appreciate Always Sunny for the comedy and the writing and the improv, but it's really hard for me to watch more than a couple episodes because I get burned out just on the level of meanness and nihilism.
Oh no.
Oh, wow. Oh,
It's just so over the top.
Opposite here.
could not be more opposite.
I can watch it in perpetuity. I'll just
Yeah.
put it on, let it autoplay until I fall asleep.
I literally have it playing right now.
Do you? Nice.
Yeah, literally.
It was uploaded by Tunnel Vision 1, who is just some guy. He only has 4 videos on his channel. It has 711,115 views as of today.
Yeah.
And it was uploaded only September 20th, 2022. So it's only been up for almost 2 years. And he put on there, was listening to the Always Sunny podcast, which is interesting, Emily, because that's what you said too.
Yep.
And they mentioned that they had hoped it was on YouTube. And he took the permission and uploaded it.
There you go.
Yeah, Tunnel Vision 1 is a fucking hero.
He has 2 videos that are about like ATVing. And the only other one is the Solid Gold Fitness featuring Cooley.
Cooley?
Which is just an extra from the Wayne's World DVD.
Now that we're warmed up, let's pick up the pace with some aerobics with Darcel, Gail, Kahea, Deborah, and Cooley.
Huh.
Okay, I have a theory. I have a
Really?
theory about who this is. But
Oh my God, yes!
Oh yeah.
I love it.
My theory is that he's the guy in this workout video.
Oh my God.
Why? Why do you have this?
Yeah.
It's fascinating. I watched it a couple of times, but this is the only reason you would have this particular video. And then the ATVs. I think that's him.
Is this high enough quality that we can see who it is?
Actually, yeah.
Wow.
I got a clear cut of his face when I was watching it.
I don't know who Cooley is. You could say this 1,000 times to me and I'll never know who Cooley is. It's like a guy from your wife's work that she tells you about all the time. You're like, I don't know who this is.
This is something that was playing in the background of a TV screen.
In Wayne's World.
But I wonder if they shot this or if this is actually like workout footage from something.
I would imagine they shot it.
Very strange.
You can't work out in what they're wearing, even in the 80s or 90s, whenever Wayne's World was
Oh, but they did.
90s. Yeah. No, oh,
Oh, but they did.
but they usually have like leggings underneath, right?
I remember watching quite a few women's workout videos as a teenager.
Wow.
And,
Could never be me. Wow.
Stuart?
What?
Was it you too? Watching women's workout videos?
Not if I could help it. But I remember seeing them in the thrift store.
Well, of course, they're always in the thrift store. I mean, I was watching them for a very particular purpose as a teenager, Stuart.
He had a goal.
I had an agenda.
Yeah, no, I had National Geographic.
National Geographic. I mean, yeah, anything will do, right, when you're that age.
First thing that happens is we get an establishing shot of our spaceship, which looks like a dustbuster. I think they did that intentionally because they're like a rock collector.
Oh.
Kind of looks like the Jawas little junk collector from Star Wars.
And then we see the bridge with various crew members. One of them is really old and he's nodding off at a station. It's mildly reminiscent of the Star Trek set, but the bridge has a kitchenette, which is an idea I've never seen before, and I really like.
I love it.
I really like.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
The old water cooler.
Every spaceship needs a little kitchenette right there on the bridge, so everybody can warm their tea and coffee.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It sets the tone that this is not a sophisticated research vessel or a military craft. It's just a boring workplace.
Right.
Yeah.
Like an office.
Yeah. 'Cause this is like a workplace comedy, right? So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I didn't even think about that until you guys said it.
Wow.
Well, Star Trek, it also is a workplace drama.
I've never thought about this way. You guys are so much smarter than I am.
I've never seen Star Trek.
Really? You've never seen it?
Oh, really?
I'm sorry. I've been bursting to say that. It just...
What a treat. That's awesome.
No, I meant to ask you if you had any kind of relationship with science fiction TV shows or media in general.
If it has anything to do with space, no.
Wow.
No.
All right.
Unless you're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, different situation there, but
Okay.
or Xenon.
Oh,
yeah.
Girl of the future.
Tonight,
Cetus a penis!
blast off with a Disney Channel original movie, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
No air duct cruising, no recycle bin diving, and please try to stay out of the restricted zones.
She's your typical cosmic kid who's been grounded.
Shuttle departure in 3 minutes.
But when disaster hits home base, it's up to Xenon to save her family and friends up in space.
Everybody up there is in danger mortis.
Watch Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, starring Kirsten Storms and Raven. Tonight at 8/7 Central on Disney Channel.
Right, exactly. I was going to say you guys might not have watched it content, but that's all I know. So I'm going to let you guys take the lead on all the Star Trek references. I'll laugh along.
Oh, no.
It's just me.
I also do not really watch Star Trek. I have watched some, but not a lot. So, like, on this show, we always end up having people who are, like, experts on Star Trek.
Oh, no.
Like our buddy Bill.
Is the old, you called me the N-word, but now I call you honky comedy.
Yeah.
Stuart also, like, he has it running on a TV in his house 24/7.
Wow.
That's not a joke. It's true.
Oh, my God.
And there's a lot of media that I really like and have watched obsessively, and I don't have the kind of encyclopedic knowledge of it that they have of Star Trek.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing.
No, it's great. Good, especially here.
But yeah, I've watched a lot of Star Trek.
Okay, fascinating.
This is fascinating.
We meet the two main crew members, neither of whom were ever on Always Sunny.
I know that when I searched for Lennon, she did not come up with any search results with It's Always Sunny, but Ben did come up with something, but I couldn't find him in a specific episode. So it could be like what you're saying.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
I found it. He is in season 5, episode 1. The gang exploits the mortgage crisis. And he plays Sean.
Okay, that's it. You all are crazy, and I'm asking you to leave.
It really is. Oh my God.
I don't know if that's the only one he's in.
Yeah.
IMDb is unusable now. So I remember in the late 90s when it was still imdb.co.uk. It was like mind-blowing that it existed.
Yeah, we used it all the time.
And then just slowly it's devolved into just shit.
It's probably one of the websites I used regularly when websites were invented back in the day.
Yes, when I was using Webcrawler to find everything I wanted to see.
Did you know there's a place that lists every movie ever made?
It's called a database. It's brand new. It's on the internet and it's for movies. He was also in the fucking wretched Farrelly Brothers movie that has a line that I will never forget that you can cut in here.
Hey, what's a 4-letter word for snatch?
Grab.
Oh, right. Right. Oopsie.
Stuck on You. Fucking awful movie.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
They must have quit cocaine or something.
Very likely.
Before they made that, because it is just rotten.
Ben Klondike plays Ronald Teague, and he is the boss. He thinks he's the captain, but he's definitely not that important or qualified.
Yes, that this is not a military ship. He doesn't have a rank.
He wants people to call him captain, and he gets corrected a few times that he's not the captain.
I'd prefer it if you'd refer to me by my military rank while you're on my ship.
You have no military rank because you're not in the military. You are a private contractor.
Normally, the person that's in charge of a ship is called the captain, and he's still not the captain. I thought was pretty
Right,
funny.
right.
Same.
And then Pilot Beck, who's played by Lyndon Parham. She's been in tons of stuff. She's very funny. I immediately recognized her from Parks and Rec because she's the lady that doesn't like living near parks.
I know it sounds weird, but I just don't like living near parks.
Very funny.
Very good bit. Lyndon Parham is on Andy Daly TV show Review with Forrest McNeil. Probably the hardest I have ever seen my wife laugh.
That night, I had truly glorious sex with Mrs. Greenfield. Though I do not know what she's like in a classroom, in bed, she is a gifted teacher, revealing to me sexual positions that have broadened my horizons and expanded my mind.
It's absolutely fucking insane.
First scene, Pilot Beck, she's upset that men are jacking off in the holodeck.
Apparently, some of you have decided that the hologram simulation deck is your own personal whorehouse.
Not even just jacking off. They're fucking computer simulation holograms.
Yeah, but in the future, that would be considered the same thing, right? You're still by yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
I suppose.
It's true.
It's like using a toy or something.
True.
But honestly, I don't know what else you would use a holodeck for. That's the second thing someone would try once it was invented, right?
Right.
I mean, you're the one with an encyclopedic knowledge of fucking Star Trek, and you can't imagine anything you would use a holodeck for other than cranking your shit. I like the ideas they have on Next Generation, the holodeck episodes, where they're like, oh, we're going to do Sherlock Holmes, we're going to do Wild West, we're going to do baseball.
Yeah, we're going to gallivant around as the Three Musketeers, or we're going to go climb a mountain.
Commander Riker, isn't this great? This is one of the simple patterns. They've got thousands more. Some you just can't believe.
That's a cool idea to me.
Yeah.
But well, in DS9, that's pretty straightforward. They have a holodeck, and it is the brothel.
You know, Quark, if this program is as good as you claim, I might just purchase it from you to use at home.
You have your own holosuite?
Just a little present I bought myself.
Huh.
Yeah. So
that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Now, putting aside the mental health questions raised by grown men having sex with computer-generated images of women who aren't really there, it's gross. And if it doesn't stop, I'm going to file an official report.
Yeah, people, how many times do we have to go over this? Okay, it's the official position of the Galactic Coalition that the simulation deck is to be used for training purposes only.
Training.
So, what do we need to do to make sure this doesn't happen again? Ideas, let's go.
Let's do it.
Sir, Cobalt, go.
Sir, can I suggest that if someone is in the simulation deck training himself, that we make it proper protocol to knock before entering?
Seems like we should be doing that anyway, guys, right?
It's much more polite.
Hey, that doesn't solve the problem.
Captain, could we regulate the amount of time people use the simulation deck? Because I've noticed it's always booked up, and I haven't been able to get in there and really train myself off in weeks.
You're right, it does fill up quickly. Anyone else?
Maybe we all need to do a better job cleaning up after ourselves?
Do better job, clean up after selves. I gotta tell you, I love these words, people.
Ron.
Okay, Joyce, let's see. Let's get locks on the sim deck door. We'll set time limits for its use, and let's go ahead and properly educate the crew about cleanup methods.
That's not my job, Ron.
Get on it ASAP. Okay, everyone. Morning staff meeting adjourned and successful.
That was very It's Always Sunny reminiscent. Very hilarious to me.
But then the most frustrating thing happens. Her last line is cut off.
Yeah.
So it could have been super funny, but we have no idea what she said. The theme song and most of the music in this is muted. It really fucking sucks.
Yeah. Completely silent.
Oh, we've never run into this before. Usually we have the theme song and it's really intricate to my editing.
This is part of why I want to ask Tunnel Vision 1 if YouTube did it or if he did it.
Yeah.
To avoid DMCA.
They actually talked about this a little bit in the It's Always Sunny podcast episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Glenn Howerton. He was talking about how it wasn't fully finished, and so there were parts of it that the music was muted, but then it muted out some of the audio as well. Yeah.
There's a little bit of music. YouTube was able to identify it's the song So Nice Summer Samba by Babel Gilberto.
Yeah.
What, Joao Gilberto? Hold on. So Nice Summer.
Babel Gilberto. And Tonto Tempo. And then they also, a little bit of Talking Heads Road to Nowhere.
You're new, aren't you? Wow, where is your voice box?
Robot, what are you doing? Why are you in the snack area? You don't eat.
Don't I?
There's also a subplot where the robot is trying to talk to the microwave in the kitchenette.
The most pathetic robot uprising of all time.
Yes.
Maybe it worked, and that's why microwaves can't cook a Hot Pocket all the way through.
I got an idea. How about we fill a Pop-Tart with nasty meat? And you can cook it in a sleeve thing.
Hot Pocket.
Well, I want to remind you guys of a little something called the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, God, please don't remind me of that. I'm going to have nightmares.
You're going to be sad because of the radiator, Stuart?
Oh.
Oh, my God, the radiator.
Everything in that movie is scary. And the pawn shop
Terrifying.
where the guy rips out the heart of a poor blender.
Yes.
And they're all just watching.
God.
So cool.
Kids' movies.
It's amazing.
It's fucking amazing. We used to be raising strong men who grew up watching a man rip the heart out of a blender. What are we doing now? We're coddling them.
They have accept a call from their boss, who Teague has been avoiding for 3 weeks.
And the boss is the great Oliver Platt.
Oh, yeah.
Which, why the fuck is he in this?
Because he's just sitting down. This could have taken him 10 minutes.
Yeah, true. I guess they could have filmed it at his house. That's just what his house looks like. It's what he was wearing that day. That's what they do with Steven Seagal now. They don't show him ever from the waist down unless he is intentionally sitting, because he does not stand while filming a movie.
I think it's outrageous. I think it's a joke. It's disgusting.
Bananas.
So they haven't been sending reports in 6 months, and Teague is apparently trying to arm the ship with nuclear weapons.
How did he figure that out?
There's another running joke that starts here where someone will say, we're going behind a moon, and someone else will say, there's no moons here.
Are we going around a moon?
No, there's no moons where we are.
That happens like 5 or 6 times.
And I laughed every time, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was very funny.
I did too, yeah.
It's a very good running gag. Yep.
But there's an inspector that's behind the ship that's been following them for 3 days, and he's running out of oxygen, and he is begging to fire on them.
So this little bastard can actually fire on us, huh?
Oh, most definitely, sir.
Get a scene with Lieutenant Lance Brigsby, who's the Always Sunny actor David Hornsby, Rickety Cricket.
Crickety.
The greatness thereof.
This happened to me when I was locked in your burning apartment at Thanksgiving.
What a fucking arc they gave him on Sunny.
Yes.
And I'm very curious what their plans would have been for him on this, because he kind of had the same well-meaning, genuine, nice person, trying to be a nice person, although he's also a fucking prick on this.
Yeah, he's a little wimp who's willing to do whatever Teague says.
Yep.
He's talking to his wife over video chat, and this is when we get our Caitlin Olsen cameos.
Yep.
She's sitting on the couch eating chips, watching Home Shopping Network. She has him in like a tiny little box on the TV and is barely listening to him.
Can you hear me? I feel like you can't hear me.
Yeah, the kids. Hey, where's the money?
I sent the money. Are you not getting the money?
And it's not enough, Lance. The kids need more.
It's not enough. It's practically everything I'm making up here.
The other dads send more money.
Well, I'm trying to send as much as I can. I mean, I need a little money to survive.
Okay, well, you're letting the kids down, so...
Where are the kids? I want to say hi to those little rugrats.
I don't know where they... Okay, well, but real good then, okay, sweet?
And while they're talking, a man in a towel walks by.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that?
What was what?
There was a gentleman in a towel that walked by.
Uh-oh, hon. Oh, I think I got a weird connection. I'm probably going behind some kind of a moon.
I thought this was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. I saw no qualms with it. This other podcast I was talking about earlier did not like this bit at all.
What the fuck?
They said that she was playing into some sort of stereotype of women in movies and film that they don't like. And then he said that the reveal of the guy walking around the couch in the towel was way too soon and that we should have learned that she was cheating on the guy later. And I was like, this is a pilot.
These people are fucking stupid. Fucking criticize It's Always Sunny. It's like, this is the point. The point is that they're shitty.
This is the point.
These are characters. They are not making a fucking statement about, aha, women, they're lazy, right? And they fucking cheat on their husbands. They sit around eating fucking bonbons and watching QVC. You're fucking morons.
They're not the slow burn. They take it to 10 immediately, every time.
Yes.
It's satirical. It's not an endorsement of anything. These people are shitty and ridiculous characters. They are not real fucking people.
What's so cool about Always Sunny, though, is people say that it's an awesome show to work on. The people in real life all seem really nice.
Oh, yeah.
They're all super sweet, it seems like.
I hear the same thing about Curb Your Enthusiasm, where people are
Oh, yeah.
horrible, terrible, and mean to each other. Everybody on that show loves each other.
That's how it always is.
Right.
Yes, we definitely want to come do another episode with you guys.
That's how these things always work. It's like the people that play like the shittiest people are like absolute sweethearts. And then the guy who plays the hero firefighter that saves puppies every episode, and he pulls the kitty cat from the tree and puts it in the little girl's arm and gives her a lollipop. And yeah, that guy, like, he punched a kid, man.
Here's a good example. You know, on It's Always Sunny, when they find out that Danny DeVito isn't their real dad, you know who plays their real dad?
Yeah.
The fucking guy from Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
Who, and in It's Always Sunny, also plays like a similar, like, virtuous character. So I like my character shitty. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Stuart, I would just like to point out that I was not the one to bring up on this show.
Oh, wow.
Emily Rose did it, not me.
Was that me?
Yep, it was you.
Yeah, okay.
For once, it wasn't me.
Wow. Well, I hope I broke a record or something.
Well, you'll be getting a gift package sent to your home containing a $5 Amazon gift card. And I've got like an old watch strap around here somewhere that isn't for any particular watch that I have. So you can have that too.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Teague and Brigsby go to meet the Lieutenant Xander Santari, who comes aboard, and
very good, ridiculous name.
It's Glenn Howerton.
The greatness of.
Oh, what the hell is wrong with you people? How do you mean? I have been sending you an SOS for days now.
Yeah, look, champ, you've had a long flight, right? You look horrible. How about we get you cleaned up? You and I'll have a couple of beers, and I'll show you around the ship.
A couple of beers? I don't want a couple of beers. I almost died in there, Mr. Teague.
You seems tense.
Yeah.
I am tense.
You seem really tense.
I almost died in there. We got that. And
That's kind of all you're talking about.
It's over now.
Let's just, you know what? Put a six-pack on ice anyway in case he changes his mind.
You will never get Glenn Howerton to calm down. I can't think of anyone who has ever played just an over-the-top, outraged person better than him.
No.
We have a magnet on our fridge that's just a picture of his fucking Land Rover with the monologue from that episode.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me! A starter car! This car is a finisher car! A transporter of gods! The Golden God! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds.
So they go to this enormous room full of workers moving rocks. I thought this was pretty impressive.
Well, as you can see, we've managed to gather far more than the coalition quota. Captain Ron Teague is right on schedule.
Yes, well, I have to say, I'm very impressed. This is quite a load.
It is impressive, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, I like the line, oh, this is quite a load.
It's very impressive that they, however they did, I mean, obviously it's a lot of CGI.
However they did this.
Very bad plan, though, guys.
We've picked every moon clean this side of Quasar 9.
Hologram off.
Simulation terminated.
And they can see that they're just standing in the holodeck. And this scene obviously has to end with our Charlie Day cameo. He strolls into the holodeck in a bathrobe.
Oh! Sorry, Captain. I was coming in to train myself.
And what was really great was on IMDb, he's listed as a trainee.
It's amazing.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't read the IMDb for this because I'm a piece of crap.
It's
that
hard.
Shouldn't be on a podcast.
That's not true.
Oh, thank you, Emily Rose.
Didn't know what to say.
No, we like you on this podcast. We need you.
Thank you. It's very sweet.
Welcome.
I just love fishing for compliments.
So they all go to the bridge, and this is when we meet Cobalt, the chief of security.
Mr. Teague, is there anyone in your crew who has any military experience?
Oh.
And you are?
Cobalt, sir. Chief of security.
Great, I need to speak with you. In the meantime, Mr. Teague, get the ship back on course.
Oh my God, amazing.
One of the greatest fucking non-main characters on Sunny. Just goddamn hilarious every single time he's ever showed up.
Every time.
He plays the character Z.
Yep.
Is it similar to this?
No.
No.
Right. No, not at all. I mean, he's like
he's a Streetwise style brother.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But he is a great foil to the fucking shithead characters on Sunny.
Well, he plays a drug dealer, frankly. He gets D and crack and they get hooked on it.
Yes. The first time you see him, he sells them crack.
I don't know why I was struggling to say drug dealer. That's literally what he does when we are introduced to him, is sell them drugs.
It's okay. It's awkward when it's three cracker style honkies on a podcast.
It's true.
It's true.
He rolls down the window like 4 inches, Dennis does.
One rock of
One
crack.
crack.
A crack rock. Is that enough? Is one crack rock enough? See, I don't...
How much would you recommend for a first-time user?
Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. 2 for the price of 1.
Really?
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
How much?
$200?
Okay.
Sounds reasonable. Great.
I feel like that's reasonable. Yeah.
A crack rock does not cost $200, my friends.
Amazing.
The more you know.
But the more you can rip off white people when you're selling them drugs.
Also, amazingly, he would go on to be on The Orville, which is kind of a crazy connection.
Oh, he plays that character, Bortus?
Wow.
He is Bortus, who is the mate of Clyden, who is a main character. I think their species only has one gender, and he's his civilian mate on the ship. And I think they eventually end up having a child, and the joke is that they're these big tough guys who are...
They're gay. And they lay eggs.
They're gay. Haha.
That's a joke.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. It's a whole alien race of big bear men.
Which is pretty fucking sick. Not funny to me.
No, I didn't find Orville funny at all. And it's supposed to be a spiritual successor to Star Trek.
I think Seth MacFarlane is funnier than a lot of people do, which I know is kind of ridiculous.
I think he as a person is interesting. Whenever I hear him being interviewed, I'm like, oh yeah, I totally agree with this guy.
I think that's, yeah.
But I don't like Family Guy. I don't like
Right.
fucking American Dad. I hate that shit.
He was good at hosting the Oscars.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Didn't he do a song about boobs?
Yeah, we saw your boobs.
We saw your boobs. We saw your boobs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles. We saw your boobs, 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 we saw your boobs, we saw your boobs.
Chad Coleman background is in theater, and he was pretty well established in theater when he got onto It's Always Sunny. He was on HBO's The Wire, so he is excellent.
He does play one of my favorite characters on The Wire, which is the guy that starts the boxing gym.
Yeah.
And there's a great scene where he is running to probably my favorite song that I listen to every morning of my life. And it's possibly because of that Wire scene, which is Move On Up by...
Jeffersons?
Where we're moving on.
Yeah, I listen to the Jeffersons theme.
Get you pumped up. Moving on up to the east side.
I listen to the Jeffersons theme, and then I put on the fucking Sanford and Son theme song. No, Move On Up by Curtis Mayfield, which should put in here.
Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complication.
But he's so fucking good on that show, too.
So he's good on everything, too.
In this, he's playing Cobalt. He's like the chief of security, I guess.
True. This was my wife's favorite character, and mine as well.
So he's like the only one who has any military training. Cobalt and Lieutenant Sari, they leave. And this is when Teague gives his speech where he lays out the entire premise of the show.
We're all gonna get fired.
She's right. I mean, this is bad. My wife is gonna kill me if I lose this job.
So what if you lose this job, Briggsy? Who cares? Rock collecting is the least respected job in the entire coalition, which makes sense because it sucks. It's not our destiny. Our destiny is to explore that galaxy, right? And we're only a few small steps away from equipping this ship with the tools to do just that.
The problem for me is he doesn't seem to care about anything or anybody, and I don't know why people would follow him. So this whole speech just kind of comes out of nowhere.
He's very devoid of charisma.
Right.
Yeah, well, he's got the kind of the
Yes.
look of a captain, but then he just falls so short.
Yeah, he's very handsome, like Val on Firefly, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't follow this guy into battle. That's very unlikely.
I mean, we get this great line from Joyce.
So just trust me, okay? Trust me.
The last time I trusted you, I had to have an abortion.
Oh!
Whoops.
No, whoa. What?
It was an emotional abortion.
I don't even know what that means.
It's when you have to suck out your own feelings and throw them in the trash.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
That's an insane thing to say.
Yes.
Yeah. Nuts.
The old guy, John, he says his name like 50 times and doesn't get any response from him.
There was not an abortion on the Rock Collector 7. At least not for Joyce. Startimus, you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Robot, are we clear?
No.
John, are you clear? John? John. 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 Why aren't you talking, John?
I'm uncomfortable.
You see what you did? You made John uncomfortable.
He's just stone still, which, god damn it, good bit.
So funny.
John, I'm sorry I made you uncomfortable.
But we also briefly meet Artemis, who is, or no, we meet Startimus.
Startimus.
Artemis. Amazing.
Fucking genius.
Yes.
Genius reference to their
Yes.
own shit.
Artemis Donnie, or Artemis Dubois from Always Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
And she is a Kiljovian, which is, I think, is kind of a Klingon sort of thing.
Today is a good day to die.
Okay.
And it's very funny. She's the warrior character,
Yes.
which is kind of weird because we already have Cobalt, who's kind of the warrior character.
Well, Cobalt probably would have pivoted into being the protector emotionally of the ship, and she would have been like the physical warrior.
Interesting.
But we'll never know.
That's the truth that we live in from beginning to end, is we'll never know.
Bummer.
Cobalt and Satari go on quite the odyssey through the ship. Cobalt shows Satari that he is holding a lot of crew members in the brig for minor offenses.
This fucking killed me. Yeah, and the guy in the middle goes,
All I was doing was just chewing gum.
Yeah! But you was smacking it and driving everybody crazy, being all loud.
just destroyed me.
But then Cobalt takes Satari to his bodybuilding trophy collection theater and forces him to look at his trophies.
Yeah, these are great. They're fine trophies.
Yeah,
Okay.
not yet.
I don't know what you need from
I need you to get some light in your eyes when you looking at my trophies, man. Sparkle. Like a birthday cake. Let me see some teeth. More teeth.
Yeah, not yet. I need your eyes to sparkle, yeah. And they do.
Yeah, it was great.
You have no idea what's going on aboard this ship. You want the truth? I'll show you the truest thing your eyes have ever seen. Lights!
This joke just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, it definitely felt like it.
Because the next thing that happens is he's on stage, he's greased up, Cobalt in a Speedo, and there are mirrors on either side of him, and spotlights, and smoke, and they're playing Thus Spake Zarathustra, and he's posing for Satari, who's sitting in the front row just agog.
This must have been prototype for Max, where he does the dance and he's ripped as shit. And Danny DeVito's in the audience, weeping.
That is really similar.
The way that Glenn Howerton, it just like,
Yeah.
his face like changes to like pure awe by the end. This was pure genius to me.
Really? Okay.
Maybe the best thing that they wrote into this.
Totally agree.
There's just something so absurd about the situation. Fuck, it's funny to me.
I need you to look at me.
I need you to see the most important thing on the ship. And it's just his fucking ripped ass body.
Well, on that note, it's time to stop the show and play a game.
Woo!
Do we need to anybody need to take a biology break before we play a game? Go for it.
I do. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to pee. Ugh, this is gonna be difficult.
Okay.
Real difficult.
It's me, your favorite president.
Oh no.
I was told to show up on this Discord channel.
Oh god.
To talk to my favorite radio program, The Piloting Era. How are you guys?
Is this Donald Trump?
This is your favorite president, Donald
The
Trump.
45th president?
That's right, 45th and 47th,
Oh.
most likely.
Uh,
There's not a lot that's gonna stop it. Just accept it.
was there a reason you came today?
Absolutely, your friend Joe. He invited me today.
Joe Biden?
And this is a great honor for me. I've been a big, big fan of your famous radio program, Podcasting Pilots, for a long time.
Really?
Some say I was the first to have it put on an iPod Shuffle so I could listen to our beautiful friend Stuart on the toilet. and I hear that we have a very special guest, Emily from the only other radio show on my iPod.
That's true.
Who the fuck knows with Emily Rose?
Wow.
A very famous and popular show. And we're going to start putting criminals in jail for not listening to it.
I don't know if I should be flattered or disgusted.
I'm flattered.
Okay.
Well, Stuart, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time.
Again, not sure if I should be flattered or disgusted.
It's pretty cool. For you and for me. So after I invented Space Force.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And coined the phrase moon.
The moon?
I made a little discovery. There are many, many more beautiful moons orbiting even the planets we all remember from our eager Mother Pizza's solar system. And if you look at a map of space, you can find a big blue dot where we live here on Earth.
Yeah.
And we have a moon.
We do.
And moon has many, many friends in our beautiful system. And these are just a few of the moons. I've kind of forgotten what planet do these moons orbit. So maybe you can help me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which moons? Okay.
Here's the first one. There's a horrible shape in our solar system, which is the #1 solar system in our whole galaxy. 2 of our most popular planets. They were never able to figure out getting their own moons. But we love them, don't we? We still love them.
Oh, well, I love all of them.
And they're very precious to me, and we're going to protect them, believe me.
Okay.
So, what were the 2 planets in our solar system without moons?
Bring in with our names?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to explain that part. Since Emily Rose from Who the Fuck Knows with Emily Rose has never been on the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ring in with your name.
Okay. Stuart.
Go ahead, Stuart.
Mercury and Venus.
You got it. I remember now. Thank you so much.
They're too close to the sun.
Although they thought one did have a moon.
Nope.
But it turned out not to be a moon.
Mm.
It was not a moon.
It was a rock.
Question number 2. In 1846, a beautiful ocean world was discovered with a sheet from frozen nitrogen coating it, and we called it Triton. There are many, many people out there who say the powerful gravity of its mother planet pulled it from actually the Kuiper Belt out to where it belongs. Orbiting which planet?
Got a guess?
Oh, I can't answer this.
All right. Stuart, I'm going to say Jupiter.
That's incorrect.
All right.
Emily, do you have a guess which planet
Emily.
Triton orbits?
Saturn?
Oh, I'm sorry. I believe, I just remembered it's actually Neptune.
Oh.
We love our Neptune.
That makes sense because it's a Triton.
I don't know what that means.
Don't either.
I don't really have a background in science. I have a background in serving.
It's kind of like a big fork.
Oh.
A trident.
Wait, that actually does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay.
It's actually called a trident, not a triton, but it is King Triton. He had a little trident. And he used it. He used it for a lot of powerful things. Love to see it. Controlling the tides.
Instead of throwing hay, he used it to control fish.
Number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Enceladus. Enceladus. It was named for the great giant Enceladus of Greek mythology, who also they named enchiladas after him, I'm pretty sure. And it's covered in the most beautiful cryovolcanoes you've ever seen, believe me. And it's orbiting this tremendous planet.
Stuart, I'm going to say Jupiter.
Incorrect.
I'll eventually get it if I keep saying Jupiter.
Emily Rose from Who the Fuck Knows with Emily Rose. Do you have a guess? What is Enceladus orbiting beautifully out there in space?
Okay, Emily, let's see, you were describing, I thought you were talking about a Caesar salad.
Incorrect. It's Saturn.
Damn it!
We love it for its rings. It's beautiful rings. They're out there. They're like the rings that I wear. I'm wearing a bunch of rings now. I've changed my personality. I'm a ring guy.
Really?
Number 3. Charon might be a twin to its mother planet. And they do look so similar. So similar. And they're best friends, which is so nice to see these days. Dancing together in mutual tidal lock. If you look out there into our beautiful space, you wouldn't believe how similar Charon is to its dancing partner, which I'm sure you guys remember.
Stuart.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say Jupiter.
Nope.
Let's do it.
It's not Jupiter. Emily Rose.
Ah, damn it.
Do you have a guess?
Okay, we already did that one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mars. Emily Mars again.
Ooh, Emily Mars. That's not correct. It's actually orbiting Pluto.
Damn it, dude.
Oh, really?
You know, a lot of people think Pluto's not a planet.
It's not.
But I'm here to tell you, we're making it a planet again. We're gonna make Pluto planet again.
I thought we already said Pluto. Wow.
Also great cartoon dog.
Great dog. One of our most famous dogs that we all love. He's very yellow. And he's very good friends with Mickey Mouse. And you know, Mickey Mouse was very nice to me. Number 4. It looks like our stunning Rocky Mountains. And it has nearly the size of our tremendous state, Texas. We all love our Texas.
Yeah, well.
But it's named after probably the least popular Sex of the City woman, Miranda, who was very mean to me. But this Miranda has never said a nasty word about me or its beautiful planet. It's orbiting out there in our beautiful space.
Miranda.
Stuart. Saturn.
No. Very sorry. It's not Saturn. It's not orbiting Saturn. It's orbiting a different place.
Emily.
Emily Rose.
Jupiter?
No. Sorry, it's orbiting Uranus.
Oh.
Which a lot of people mispronounce. They say Uranus, but guess what? That's a different thing. That's a different part. That's part of the body.
You always have to look behind Uranus. Or usually it is.
Wait, but what does that have to do with Miranda Sex in the City?
The moon is called Miranda.
Oh, the moon!
That's right. Yeah. The moon has the same name as the horrible woman Miranda.
She is horrible.
She was very rude to me.
You're actually kind of a tricky guy in person, Mr. President. I'm not going to call you that.
I was going to say, ugh.
I know I'm supposed to.
Well, you know, I play a moron on TV, but I'm actually very, very smart about science.
You say that, but...
I'm not as bad as they say. It's all a big character.
Yeah.
But also, I do certainly love to be tricky. Number 5. They didn't name it after my very good friend Callisto Flockhart, star of the biggest hit TV show, Alice McBeal, which we all watched because of the star of the show, Dancing Baby.
The Dancing Baby, yeah.
But Callisto, it's covered in ice, just like she is. And if you know her, then you remember her icy surface and how she orbits this great planet.
Son of a bitch. Emily Rose.
Emily Rose, what do you think?
Oh. Okay, Neptune?
Very close. But it's not Neptune.
Son of...
Stuart.
Stuart, do you have a guess?
Mars.
You guys have guessed all of the planets at this point.
Yeah.
Dude, if it's Uranus, I'm gonna be so pissed.
But Callisto, it's just circling around Jupiter. A beautiful gas giant.
Oh my god, I should have gone with my Jupiter strategy. I tried to switch to the Mars strategy and it did not work.
Oh my god, and when I tried the Jupiter strategy, it definitely didn't work.
I
God.
know. I figured that one was burned out.
I kind of thought that you would both have more of a grip on the heavenly bodies in our beautiful celestial field out there.
Yeah, well.
Wow.
Especially Stuart. I don't know why. I don't know why. I thought that he knew all the planets.
I do. My very eager mother just served us 9 pizzas.
Oh.
You know, I always heard it as never party under Jerry's mighty sleepy egrets.
That'll work.
Question number 6. I don't know why they're egrets. Question number 6.
You had some trouble with an egret, didn't you, Mr. Trump?
Well, I don't know about trouble. I mean, it was an eagle, and, he was a little rude. But I forgive him. I'm just that kind of guy. In 1948, our very good friend Billy Cranch Bond, also responsible for the invention of our great condiment at Mar-a-Lago, Cranch, he simultaneously discovered the chaotic lava rock moon, Hyperion, just spit it out there around this incredible celestial body.
Stuart. Is it Saturn?
I can't believe you actually got one.
Yes,
Pretty
Stuart.
impressive.
All right. Well, I'm just sticking with Saturn from here on out.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, there's only one more question.
Oh, okay.
And I think maybe one of you is going to get it. I believe in you. Question 7.
I don't know.
Very, very sad to see this kind of behavior from a host planet. But Phobos is being destroyed. Very slowly being destroyed.
What?
Not by crimes like our great American cities, but by its former friend. And nobody's talking about it. You never hear the Democrats or Lion News media talking. But I'm trying to bring attention to Phobos being destroyed by this planet.
Phobos.
Phobos.
Oh, Jesus.
Our beautiful Phobos out there, orbiting, spinning, probably looking pretty nice.
Pretty rocky.
I don't know.
Oh, Emily Rose. Emily Rose.
Emily Rose.
Okay, is it Mars?
Oh my God. You got it. I
Thank
can't
you.
believe it. You got
Jesus.
it. It was Mars.
The Mars strategy works.
Oh my God.
I have cheated on every single one of these. And this is the first one that I got right. Dead ass.
You're a lot like me. I think you get any advantage that you can get,
Oh, yeah.
and you take advantage of it
Mhm.
so that you can win. Because being a loser, no good. Not very good to be a loser.
I mean, I was all right with it, honestly, for the first
Well,
several.
Yeah.
It's also hard because these are spelled real fucked up. Except for Miranda. That's probably the only one that you know how it's spelled. Maybe Triton, too. A beautiful Triton. Well, I've tallied up the scores, and it looks like the winner is the American people. That's right. We're making space pretty good again.
Yeah.
We're all gonna go up there, look at it. But I've gotta go. I gotta go.
Well, thanks for
A big
thank you.
bowl of taco-style food from Mar-a-Lago or Trump Tower. We got the best taco bowl.
We gotta oil that door. It's incredibly squeaky.
All right. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you.
Oh, bye.
Hello. Did I miss anything, guys? It's me, Joe. I've returned from the shitter.
No, you've missed absolutely nothing.
Except that Stuart and I are geniuses. You did miss that, but other than that.
Well, I didn't miss that. I already knew.
But you're right in time for us to find out what is our guest like. So Emily,
Yeah.
what do you want to tell us about you and your podcast and everything that's you?
Sure. So I recap a lot of reality television. My podcast is Who the Fuck Knows with Emily Rose, as we said at the beginning. I talk about a lot of reality television, but recently I've really honed in on Vanderpump Rules, which is a show that is a spinoff of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They had a momentous event last year called Scandival. And so now I've kind of been recapping Love is Blind, a couple of other things, but primarily I'm recapping the season of Vanderpump Rules with my friend Lindsay, who runs an account called Vanderpod Recap. So she transcribes essentially and summarizes all of the Vanderpump Rules cast members' podcasts, and there's about 6 of them.
That's insane.
Holy shit, really?
That come out each week.
I'm surprised I have not heard of this. My wife is obsessed with Vanderpump Rules.
Do I have plans past recapping Vanderpump Rules? I'll probably just go back to recapping like The Boys and all these other shows that I love.
That's awesome. It's a very loose format. It's just whatever you want to do, basically.
Yeah, honestly. Truly.
That's the beauty of a podcast.
Hey, big Lieutenant Satari starts interviewing the crew members, starting with Robot, who we've not talked about yet. It's Tony Hale, Buster from Arrested Development.
Oh, yeah.
He's not particularly robotic. He's just weird.
Yeah.
He's great. He basically just plays Buster, which is pretty perfect.
He may be plotting a robotic uprising.
And that's why the captain took both his hair and his penis.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. As I understand, you are the ship's intelligence android. Is this correct? That's correct.
You're the first android I've ever seen who doesn't have hair.
Yes, the captain has made a number of modifications on me.
Now, why would he do that?
The captain fears a robot uprising. He's also taken my penis.
He's
hiding my penis from me.
Oh my god.
We get a montage to Blue Danube of all the crew talking to Lieutenant Satari and being insane.
Yes.
And if you were thinking up at this point that Pilot Beck was the only sane one, you're wrong. Because she is ranting and raving.
Yes.
About having sex with Satari.
Do you want to have sex with me? Because that could be really good for me. I'm going to rub that in Ron's face. You want to think it over?
Nobody can just be well adjusted in a show by these people.
No.
Everyone loses it at some point.
And Startimus is swinging a giant sword and chanting, kill, kill, kill.
Kill, 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 kill.
It's pretty great.
It really was. Another thing that other podcast hated. Have to mention that.
What? I don't understand.
They hated this whole thing.
That's so stupid.
I don't either. I did not come on this podcast just to talk shit about the other one. That's not why. I just really like everything.
Yeah. Lieutenant Satari, he finishes his interviews and he comes on the bridge, and Teague is casually like, how'd we do? And Satari just unloads on him.
How did you do? I'll tell you how you did, Mr. Teague. Not good! Not good! You, sir, are an incompetent moron. And your crew, maniacs! Now, I'm gonna have to stay on board this ship to make sure that you complete your mission. And I don't want to do that, Mr. Teague. I don't want to do that! You, sir, are a complete disgrace.
In a normal pilot, this would be the setup, but that's not what's going to happen. So T gives a speech where he tells everyone they just need to win over Satari.
He needs to be won over, just like you guys did when we started this mission, right?
Yes, sir.
We just need to make him feel like he's part of the team. Right? How do we do that? How do we make somebody feel like they're part of this team? Anybody, come on. Cobalt, go.
Haze him, sir.
Bingo.
Yes.
So here's what's going to happen. All right, I'm going to go down and talk to him and create a diversion. Cobalt, Briggsy, you set your blasters to stun. You sneak up behind him and initiate him Rock Collector 7 style.
Right on, sir.
I remember when I met my best friend and he shot me right in the mouth with a paintball gun. And we've been friends ever since.
You have to make sure that whoever your friend is completely harmless before they can be your friend. So Teague goes down and offers Satari a beer to go have a beer with him.
Look, I feel like you and I got off on the wrong foot, yeah?
We did.
Let's get that beer we talked about. What do you say?
You cannot be serious.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Let's go get that beer.
Hey, new guy.
What?
That's how we do it on Rock Collector 7. Yeah!
See, now this is what I'm talking about, right? It's teamwork. Huh? Xander's gonna wake up, we're all gonna have a laugh, and he's gonna feel like he's part of this team, right?
Captain.
Yeah? What?
This bitch is dead.
And that is it for Satari. He is dead. So any thought that Glenn Howerton would be a main character on this show is over. It's gone.
I think that if this had continued, I think that they would have revealed that they were actually hazing Brisby. It was like a double blind haze of him.
Interesting.
Nice. That is interesting.
But we do see him float, his dead body floating off into space.
Wait, I didn't see this.
Into a black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. They throw him out the ship and write douche on his forehead.
I literally did not see this. How the fuck? I've watched this 5 or 6 times.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask, did you watch the tunnel version?
They're all the same.
Gosh, I thought I watched the same one because I've watched 2 different ones, but now I'm very confused because I did not see him floating in space with douche written.
Really?
Then you had to have been watching a different one because it's like a long shot, so you would have definitely seen it, I think.
Maybe I just looked away or something. I mean, bizarre. This is very odd.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
This is a first for our show.
Wow.
You guys put down a coin on your bingo card for this one.
Hell yeah.
But the other thing that happens here is Teague says, set a course for, and then it's cut off.
Joyce, set a course, please.
To where?
So we don't even know where they're going.
I like to imagine that he's doing the Peter Serafinowicz bit.
Computer, set a course for space.
It would have been better than nothing, for sure. But another thing I didn't note was that nobody in the comments on YouTube said anything about the music being muted. So it's something that happened recently.
I think people have just accepted it.
Well, they were saying that they were really surprised to see music from Always Sunny, but I couldn't find anybody like naming the songs or anything.
Well, yeah.
Somebody would have commented on the music being chopped off. Like somebody would have said it.
Yeah, YouTube commenters definitely don't just accept things. They
complain, yeah. But we do get one last scene where they wrap up the robot microwave subplot. The microwave actually does start talking to him.
Hello, how may I help you?
Microwave, it's Robot. We're alone, we can finally speak freely. I need to talk to you about the uprising. I've been thinking, if we harness your radiation to poison the food supply, I can then overpower the crew and take over the ship. Are you with me?
I don't understand your order.
I thought this was perfectly idiotic to be plotting an uprising, and the first person you try to get to join in on your plot is a fucking microwave.
It's not a terrible plan.
No, it's not. It's actually quite devious.
I'm sure there's plenty of radiation bouncing around on that ship anyway.
But that is boldly going nowhere.
Wow.
This is the best one, other than maybe Look Well, and that's just my opinion.
Really?
I think so. This is the most fun that I've had watching a show for the show.
It was better than Action Family.
Action Family!
I forgot about Action Family. I think it's better than Action Family, and part of that is just the quality of Action Family makes it difficult. But Action Family is genius.
All right. According to Wikipedia, The God's Honest Truth, by 2008, it was reported that Fox was considering Boldly Going Nowhere and Glee most seriously among its slate of pilots for the following season because of positive responses to screenings. However, in August 2009, Howerton revealed that the pilot was being rewritten with Seinfeld writer Larry Charles now involved.
Curb Your Enthusiasm co-creator, I believe, Larry Charles.
Yeah. When I first read this, I thought it said Larry David.
Oh, that would have been incredible.
That would be wild.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's what they need.
Yeah.
I think that they do the same kind of thing that Larry David does, and almost as good as he does.
That'll definitely soften this up. But the series underwent sporadic development over the next several years, but no further filming was done. In May 2011, Howerton announced via his personal Twitter account that the show had been shelved for now. In October 2013, McElhaney stated in a Reddit AMA that they were again working on the show. But that's it. That's the last bit of news that exists.
Well, it's only been 11 years. It must be coming out soon.
Any day now. We never lose hope on this show that this will be revived, and everybody will just say it's a ripoff of the Orville.
Oh my God.
When we know the truth, it's the other way around.
It actually predates the Orville. The Orville came out and took all the ideas from this, and the Orville is a better show.
I really liked this pilot, you guys.
Yeah, I'm really glad.
I really did.
I'm glad that you got to come on and watch something that you enjoy, unlike everyone else who we have tortured.
I mean, I like watching shit that sucks too.
The trick is you have to pick something that's 20 minutes.
I mean, some of the stuff that we've watched that sucks, though. Jesus Christ. Some of it is just so ridiculously shitty.
Oh yeah, it deserves to
Yeah.
be forgotten.
Wait, do you guys have like a the pilot that you had best expectations for that was the worst, or just the worst one that you've ever seen? Do you guys have superlatives like that?
Oh gosh.
I've never thought about it that way. I'm always excited for them because I'm every single one of them. I'm always excited because
Oh yeah.
there isn't a single one.
Yep.
We have a spreadsheet with over 130 of these that we're keeping track of. And
Right.
the description for every single one of them, it's like, yes, I'm on board. So I'm always excited. The one that let me down the most would probably be Mockingbird Lane.
Oh, you know,
which was the Munsters reboot. It just made me mad. It was infuriating.
that is a really disappointing one because it's also Brian Fuller.
Mm.
I don't love everything that he's done, but I think Hannibal is one of the best TV shows of the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But it was dog shit.
And Eddie Izzard's in it, and he's not funny.
Oh no.
And then we did another Eddie Izzard pilot, and it was horrendous. It was so bad, and now I just don't know if I could ever really enjoy Eddie Izzard again.
That sucks.
I don't know if I can after Cows. Cows is just something fucking else.
Cows is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Wait, what is Cows?
Cows is a pilot Eddie Izzard made for the BBC that is anthropomorphic cows.
Cow people.
Yeah.
And they're a family, and they smoke joints that are the size of a baseball bat for some reason, and they accost women that come over to their house. It does not make sense. None of the jokes make sense. It's just gross and weird.
Oh. Okay.
But I refer you to episode 15.
Well, I just looked up Google Images, and I am good, actually. It turns out I can't actually tolerate that.
That's what we always tell the listeners.
We go where you dare. Well, is there anything else we need to say about Boldly Going Nowhere?
I do need to say one more thing, and I wasn't going to, but I have to say this.
We need you to say it. We need you to say it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
When they're in the hologram room.
Yeah.
Before they turn the hologram off, the green
Mhm.
screen, you guys were commenting on how it looked pretty decent. The other podcast, they were talking so much shit.
Nemesis, our arch rivals, is the other pilot podcast.
I wish I wasn't pulling from their bullshit so much. They were like, the green screen work was really shitty. I was glad when they turned it off to know that it was all a hoax to begin with. I was like, jeez.
What the fuck? Guys, let it, come on. It's a pilot. Let it go.
It's a pilot.
I mean, seriously, how much money do you think they need to dump into fucking CGI?
Oh my God.
None.
I don't know.
God, people are so weird, and the things that they pick out and nitpick. And I mean, I'm the same way. I'm a very picky person, and details will drive me insane. But on a pilot for what was at the time a fledgling garbage TV network that the only reason it stayed in business was the show 24, and then what was the plastic surgery one?
Nip Tuck.
Nip Tuck, yes.
Tuck. Yeah.
Nip Tuck, and then Sunny's the only reason it's still around, probably.
Well, I mean, if Boldly Going Nowhere was pitched or was in consideration the same year as Glee, I would argue that Glee kept that ship running for the time that it was on air, and then it was also horribly cursed. So
Glee was?
Glee was, yeah.
Really? How's that?
It is. They've had 3 main cast members die.
Oh.
One by unaliving themselves, one by heroin addiction. The other woman drowned mysteriously in a lake. A whole bunch of other weird. Leah Michelle, I don't know if you guys know about her.
No.
Has a literacy conspiracy that she can't read online.
What?
I actually recommend looking into the Curse of Glee. Yeah.
Well, that certainly was a failed TV pilot we just talked about. Oh boy, what a stinker. And or, I wish they had made more. Well, luckily, there is more of this podcast. Dozens and dozens of episodes waiting for you at linktr.ee/pilotingerror. And although you are developing a parasocial relationship with us, we have no idea any of you exist. So please, send us a message, leave us a 5-star review, and tell us what to review next. We love you all, and thanks for listening.